You have been taught that harder work always equals better results. You believe that if you just push harder, stress more, and obsess over your goals, you will eventually win. This is a massive lie. This logic is why high performers often find themselves burning out while achieving zero progressive output. In taught, we are going to dissect the law of inverse effort. The philosopher Alan Watts called this the backwards law. The premise is simple. The more you pursue feeling better, the less satisfied you become. Mechanically, the pursuit of a positive experience is a negative experience. It is a constant reminder of what you lack. Conversely, the radical acceptance of a negative experience produces a positive one. When you accept your flaws, they lose their ability to sabotage your confidence. Attempting to force success structurally guarantees failure. The desire itself reinforces the absence of that success, keeping the goal perpetually out of reach. Consider the physical mechanics of a drowning man. If he panics and thrashes against the water, he sinks faster. His own effort is the variable that kills him. The solution is found in stillness. By relaxing and floating, the subject utilizes the environment's natural support to survive. Movement creates friction. Stillness creates buoyancy. This environmental dynamic applies directly to how the subconscious mind handles desire. Desperately wanting a specific outcome reinforces the reality that you do not have it. This state of craving signals a baseline of deficit to your mind. You are operating from a position of weakness. You see this in wealth and relationships. The desperate pursuit of money often leads to poor, short-term decisions. The neediness in relationship creates a repulsive energy that drives the other person away. Screaming for an outcome blocks its attainment. You are creating a psychological barrier between yourself and the result. Operational burnout is often rooted in the ego's need to control external timelines. You want to dictate when success happens and how people perceive you. This is a matter of cognitive load. External validation is a heavy weight that offers no leverage. Internal detachment, however, carries no load, allowing for faster mental processing. When you manipulate situations to force immediate results, you stop the natural mechanics of the goal from working. You are choosing friction over flow. This is where we apply tactical apathy. This is a cognitive framework designed for high-stress environments. It is the ability to observe a high-stress input and deliberately decline emotional engagement. It is not laziness. It is the refusal to let an external event dictate your internal state. Intentional detachment removes anxiety from the system. Without that anxiety, your brain accesses a flow state. You make decisions based on patterns and logic, rather than the fear of a ticking clock. Abandoning the illusion of control is the only way to eliminate systemic friction. You cannot access true flow while you are still trying to steer the river. Raw emotional pain is an unavoidable data input. It is part of the human operating system. Suffering, however, is a secondary process. It is the resistance and anger directed at the original pain. It is a choice to fight the input. Fighting a negative emotion multiplies the damage. It creates a feedback loop that traps your attention. Only by stopping the resistance can the system return to center. To process negative input, you must observe the pain directly. Do not reach for dopamine or distractions. Let the data pass through without trying to change it. This protocol requires the dissolution of the ego. The ego wants to be the main character in a crisis. It wants the pain to be significant. Accepting that your problems are statistically insignificant on a cosmic scale provides a practical framework for risk. If your failures do not matter in the long arc of time, you are free to take massive risks. This cognitive freedom is the result of letting go. When you stop fearing failure, failure loses its ability to paralyze your decision-making. Failure under pressure often has a mechanical cause, a grip that is too tight. Whether it is a physical tool or a conversation, overthinking leads to robotic, awkward execution. Audit your current desires, identify your most stressful objective, and mentally destroy the need for it. Tell yourself that your survival does not depend on this outcome. Effortless action is known as Wu Wei. It is the architecture of aligning yourself with natural currents. You are no longer swimming upstream. You are using the momentum of the river. This requires continuous, deep execution. The work remains, but the emotional attachment to the timeline is stripped away. A detached state allows you to recognize opportunities that competitors miss. Because they are blinded by desperation, they cannot see the opening. To sustain this, your environment must starve the ego of distractions. A minimalist physical and cognitive space ensures that your attention is not pulled toward trivialities. True power is silent. It does not need to announce itself or convince others of its worth. Consistent output is the byproduct of absolute emotional detachment. By removing the need for success, you allow the process of success to function without interference. Modern society is built on a foundation of collective panic. The world will provide you with daily reasons to react, stress, and fight. Your immediate protocol during a crisis is to catch the instinct to react. You must observe the impulse to explode or panic, then neutralize it before it dictates your actions. Lean back, do nothing. By refusing to feed a problem with your attention, you deny it the energy it needs to grow. You are building a system of indifference around your core mission. You care about the work, but you are indifferent to the noise. This filter protects your time and sanity. It removes the parasitic variables that drain the energy of your peers. You have opted out of the cycle of reflexive panic. You have recognized that the struggle itself was the primary obstacle to your progress. True power materializes the moment you stop fearing its absence. You gain freedom when you accept that you control nothing outside of your own mind. Mastering the law of inverse effort is a difficult truth to accept, but it is the only viable architecture for an unbreakable mind. It is time to stop fighting the water and finally learn to float.